the mind. Why is the mind so important? Once again, those who read the Word may be familiar with Scripture. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Everything starts right here. It starts in the mind, it manifests in the body through our actions and whatnot. So getting your mind under control. One thing that I've learned over the past year and a half is the power of meditation. We've heard about meditating on the Word, and that's one form of meditation. But just imagine going to a room. If you're a morning person, getting up, you may be seeking God's face early in the morning. Going to a quiet place where you're not disturbed and just sitting in silence. If you can do that for about 15 to 20 minutes, sit in silence and just controlling your thought or having no thought, what happens is that helps alter your mood for the entire day. Because as soon as you get up, you're 15 minutes there, no thought, no stress, and just meditating and just focusing. As I said, that's your metronome for the day. So when you go to work and that person gets on your last nerve, you can go back to that same spot that you were at 5 o'clock in the morning. And that's your happy place, your quiet place, basically. And the most difficult thing about meditation is just not quitting. You're sitting, when we first start meditating, okay, I'm going to do it 15, 20 minutes. You're sitting there, a good minute, but that minute feels like it's 20 minutes. It's an eternity. When you don't have a lot of chaos and you don't have the distractions, alone in silence, it's a strange type of thing. But once that becomes the new normal, once we become comfortable with sitting in silence and having an empty mind, then we get to dictate the thoughts that come into our mind as well. Because the thing about meditation, you can't help what's going to run through your mind. You may be sitting there and you're like, oh man, I got to pick my grandkids up, or I got to do this at work. When those thoughts pop into your mind, that's cool. You acknowledge those thoughts, but you just keep it moving. You don't dwell on it. Okay, if I got to pick my grandkids up, I got to go there at this time and that time, and then I got to pick them that. You don't get into that thing. You just think, okay, I got to pick my grandkids up, and then you keep that thought going. And that's once we begin to just acknowledge it and dismiss it. And as I said, other negative thoughts that will happen in our life, we can handle those thoughts, acknowledge it, and just keep it moving, and just keep on our track. So meditation is so important. And there are different forms of meditation. You can meditate by sitting in a quiet place. If you can go outside walking, just walking, brisk morning, this is the perfect time of year to walk if you don't have allergies. After rain, just go out, walk. Anything that gives you alone time where your mind is just empty, we all